It is time for the fashion show. And let me tell you something. If Sheree ain't got no pieces, I need pieces to be thrown at her. Is y'all ready to talk about it? Cue the music. Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I'll drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate or for discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just bossed it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just the boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video. We're here to discuss Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 season finale. And when I tell you I did not know it was the season finale, I should have known though, because we doing this fashion show. And I figured, they always end off with the big, thing that everybody was talking about the whole season. But yeah, I did not know this was the season finale. That's crazy. But it was a good one. Let's get into it. So the episode opens up. You get your little snippets. Candy driving Blaze. Blaze is just so cute. Drew's over there talking about her injury to her mama. Girl, we don't care. And then we get into the first scene, and it's Kenya. And she lets us know that she got all her products for her CVS store. CVS got her with 500 stores that she has to put her products in. And she had to pay the extra money to get her stuff from overseas. But she got it. Everything is good. Kenya, can you give this advice to Sheree? By Sheree? Because apparently whoever was supposed to be sending her stuff, it was a lot of mix up and couldn't get this and that and the third. Girl, please help out Sheree because we need her to get this stuff together. Marlo and the boys go see Sonya. Sonya and her husband are basically there to be a village for Marlo and the boys, William and Michael. I thought that was so cute. They got up in there. Ross is going to teach the boys how to change a tire and change oil on a car. He said he didn't know how to do it until his stepdaddy came into his life. So he wants to be a village and a light to the boys. Shout out to Ross. That's what I'm talking about. Be a good role model to the boys. Marlo, she ain't got no man around there. You know what I'm saying? So they need that. I thought it was super cute. Her and Sonya is in the kitchen. They're going to be cooking while the boys is out learning how to change tires and whatnot. They got the cute little jumpsuits with their name on it like they mechanics. I thought that was super, super dope. So they're in the kitchen and they're getting ready to start cooking. And Sonya asked about Marlo and what she was doing, if she was texting or ordering food. And we find out that Marlo was texting her mother. Her mother's coming in town. She wants her mother to kind of like be around for the boys. And, since they don't have their mama, she feels like a grandmother would be the best thing and the next best thing, that they could have. But she said she's always had issues with her mama. Her mama was on drugs. She said she bought her mama a house way back in the Gap over there in Latonia. She said, but then she had to kick her mama out because the police was calling that girl. She up and down the street hollering and hooping and screaming and acting crazy. And basically, Marlo wants her mama to be there, but she wants her mama to be clean. She don't know her mama not being clean, basically. I feel so bad for Marlo. And I feel like, Marlo, if you would have harped on this the whole season, I feel like your storyline would have been way better because there's so much more to you. But I feel like with you just trying to jab at people and cut beneath the belt and below the belt and all that stuff, you really missed the opportunity. Hopefully, if you come back next season, you can dig deeper into that. Because I think that's going to be the best idea, in my opinion, for your storyline. So you should really look into that. And it's good that Ross is being there for the boys. It's good that, Marlo's trying to get people to help her out because she needs help. She's not a mom, period. She, she's taking on that role, but that's not who she is. So she needs all the help that she can get. Stanya tells us that she's got an appointment to go get her IUD out. Well, first of all, shout out to you, Stanya. IUDs are horrible. Do your research, ladies. So I'm glad you're getting it out just off the cuff of I know how horrible they are. But just to go back off of what you're saying, she's saying that her and Ross had a conversation. Ross basically came to her and was like, look, girl, at first I was pushing you to have this baby, but if you don't want to have the baby, that's fine. I ain't gonna push you to do it no more, child. We could just wait on it because I want you to be in it too. I don't want to be the one wanting it and you don't want it. Go ahead on, Ross. Ross is such a man. So she's ready to go get the IUD taken out and basically she's ready to go. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. It's 1 week left to the fashion show. And Sheree going down there to see the venue. She's over there with Rowan. I think that's how you say her name. And then this other girl who's supposed to be helping her with the models. I guess it was. Was it the girl with the models or was it the person at the venue? I think it's the venue lady. And the venue showing her all the rooms. Yeah, I guess she's gonna have previews in certain rooms and then show her the the area behind me where the people are going to sit. Now, she's saying that 200 people, 150 to 200 seats could fit in there, and Sheree's not really seeing the vision because remember, everything's not set up. But the lady's like, listen, girl, rest assured, you're going to be all right. And then so Sheree was like, well, girl, I'm glad the venue is squared away because I ain't got no clothes. Sheree, where's your pieces? Sheree said she got 5 pieces. She had to outsource this lady out of New York, and the ladies ain't got but 5 pieces. I said, well, what the hell? Rowan said, girl, look, I will fly personally to wherever it is in the United States to go get your stuff. Tell me where I need to go. And Sheree said, girl, to heaven, because they still ain't even made the doggone clothes. Girl, Lord, please. Sheree, this is just poor planning on your part. I feel like you didn't start back into She by Sheree until you were back on the show, or knowing that you were getting back on the show, which is why all your stuff is just so jacked. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. That's why you're having so much trouble with getting things in and having people come in and woo because you did it last minute. And you're very irresponsible when it comes to that. I can tell. Hell, it took you 14 years to get here to She by Sheree and 25 to get the doggone chateau built. It makes sense. Sheree, you got to do better. I know you have bad decisions when it comes to picking your men's, but at least have better decisions when it pertains to She by Sheree. I'm sorry, girl. Like you said, you at the point of no return, and we all are at the point of no return. If the fashion show don't work out, that's your ass. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. Marlo is on the way to go pick up her mama, girl. So we meet her mama. What's her mama name? Did I write her mama name down? Miss Emma, I think her name. Miss Emma gets off the plane. Marlo pick her up, and Miss Emma ain't got no teeth. Yeah, Marlo said, mama, where your teeth? Miss Emma made a mistake and threw her teeth away, so she waiting on some new teeth. Girl, Marlo said she done spent $5,000 on some teeth and you done made a mistake and threw them away. She gonna get her some veneers. Girl, look, I didn't know teeth cost that much. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me with the ones I got. I ain't never had braces because, girl, I know people be paying $20K for teeth. Girl, it don't make sense. Ooh, Lord. Girl, I ain't gonna lie, I do that though because teeth are very important to me. I would pay that. But she wants her to go see this little boutique because her mama got a little consignment store or some kind of like small boutique, and she wants to get her mama a couple things. So they go up into this store. They're in the store. They're looking at some pieces. Her mama was like, girl, you get your style from me. And Marlo said, yeah, I get my style from my mama because, my mama is very flashy and gaudy and all this stuff. And that's where I get who I am from. And you can tell her mama probably was a bad bitch back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So they sit down and they have a conversation. And Marlo basically tells her mama, listen, I want you to be here for the boys. I really do. I want you here and I want you to be present, but I need you to be clean. I just need you to really be clean. Now, Miss Emma said, look, girl, I be on drugs. That's what I do. And alcohol. Like, I'm an addict and an alcoholic and a drug and all of that. That's who I am. But I'm going to try to get myself together. I hate that we allow our parents to just be who they are and just be like, oh, that's how they, I hate that. Because, when Marlo started to cry and say, I was in foster care all that time and I want to make up for this time. And that lady said, but I always found a way to come see you. I ain't like that. I needed you to find a way, Miss Emma, to get off drugs and get your kids. And it's so crazy because Marlo's sitting there crying because of all the things that her mother has, inflicted on her, even if it was due to her being addicted. But it's just so messed up that we just have to accept that. Like, oh, but that's still your mama. Granted, I'm not saying you shouldn't take anything away from your mama, but I don't like that. We got to start holding each other accountable. I told y'all about my brother before. My brother got 5 kids, and he don't be and deal with none of them. My mama have his kids more than he do. I do not believe that when these kids grow up, they should be the one taking care of him. No, go back to the streets and let them take care of him. Period. I think we need to start holding our parents accountable so we can stop this cycle. I don't know. But basically, like Marlo said, she don't trust her mama with the boys while she doing all of this. She needs to, figure this part out. And then the mama had the nerve to bring up, oh, well, it hurt me when you kicked me out. Like Marlo said, girl, the police was getting called and everything. Girl, I didn't trust you with my boys, with my nephews. What are you saying? You was over there with people in the house that were drug addicts and all. No. It's just so unfortunate. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. It's 4 days to the fashion show, and now Sheree got 10 to 11 pieces ready. Sheree, stop playing in our face. Moving on. Kenya and Brandon go to CVS to see her display. Shout out to Brandon. Did I not talk Brandon up? Was it last episode or the episode before? I said she should have brought Brandon out there to doggone Jamaica, I said that. And here come Brandon. Now, he ain't say nothing. He was a mute, but he was there. Shout out to Brandon. He willing to get his ass whipped for his friend. That's what friends are for, okay? So Brandon and her gets there. All the girls arrive. Candy arrives. She's super excited and proud of Kenya because she said, even my product's not in CVS. And I was like, dang, what kind of products Candy got? Because, Candy got 15 million jobs and businesses, girl. Sanya came to support, even though they've been at odds. She came to support because this is big. Drew came to support and, throw her little shade with her boot, girl. I'm so tired of Drew. I am so tired of Drew. But anyway, all the girls are down there. They cut the ribbon for the products. And they can't really get into the doggone CBS thing because Kenya brings up the shade as far as, do you think Sheree is ready for the doggone fashion show? Because we don't want another fashion show without fashions. And they do the flashback of the fashion show that was like 14 years ago or whatever. And Dwight saying how dreadful. You know what I'm saying? So then Kenya says, girl, look, Sheree got 5 pieces. And what I'm trying to understand is, if you ain't got the pieces, girl, let's just put it online. Girl, put it online and put the pictures up, girl. We don't need to do all this. Like, let's not even do that. Drew was like, well, I hope her fashion show don't turn into a party because we know she don't pay her bill. Drew, shut up. Drew, you knew the girl don't pay the bills. Why would you say or offer to split anything down the middle with Sheree? You asked for it, fat. We don't want to hear it. Let's move on. Candy and Miss Joyce is at OLG. Now, I got a lot of flack on TikTok when I said Miss Joyce. When I said, no, I'm lying. When I said Marlo was right when she said Miss Joyce don't respect Tide. Oh, baby, the comments. A lot of y'all agree with me, but all the comments was trying to eat me up, fat. Oh, girl, that's not true. That's not true. When we all done sat there and watched Miss Joyce basically say she don't like Tide and say the most heinous shit to the boy. Nevertheless, I'm not going to say I was right, but this scene might help out my little case. So anyway, Candy, for some odd reason, wants to talk to her mama about the trust. Are you setting us up for Miss Joyce to cuss out Tide? Because I'm like, girl, this is the last person you need to be talking to because you know how your mama feel about your husband. Well, like Miss Joyce said, I don't believe that, I really don't feel like you should leave Tide nothing after the marriage. After you deceased, because hell, he should have got enough while he was with you. Listen, I know Mama Joyce be shady, but I'm with her on that. I'm with her. Hell no. I don't believe Candy should leave Tide anything. I don't. You capitalized enough while I was alive. If you ain't got enough when I'm gone fat, take the L. That's on you. Now, I will leave everything to my children. And if you should happen to have my children, I can have stipulations to make sure that my children live a certain lifestyle. However, Karma, I don't think Tide should get nothing. I'm with Mama Joyce. I don't know. I could be wrong. I talked to my best friend about it, and she was just like, well, I don't think that's right. You should leave your husband, not if he came in with nothing. And if I leave out of here and he ain't got nothing after that, he don't deserve nothing. Period. Said what I said. But anyway, so then Mama Joyce goes on to say, well, I feel like, Blaze and what's the little other boy name? And Todd, the little Tucker boy. Shit, I hate when I be forgetting these churn names. But the other 2 kids got a daddy. I feel like you need to leave more to Riley. Basically because Riley don't have no daddy. I understand that. I feel like if Ty's still around, he gonna make a way for his kids. But I understand leaving a little more, but I wouldn't spite my other 2 kids like that neither. But Miss Joyce is not here for no doggone Tide. Like she said, who gonna be on this trust? Who gonna be over this trust? And then she said Don Wine. I said, oh, Don Wine, really close. I ain't know she would have did all that. But Miss Joyce said, let me be a co-trustee to make sure everything gets taken care of. Let's move on. I said what I said. Mama Joyce don't mess with him. And listen, this was the rated G version of Mama Joyce talking about Tide. Y'all done seen it worse. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. It's one day to the fashion show, and they go look at the venue. The model lady is there. She got all of her models. Rohan offered to pick up the clothes. We already said that, but they ain't ready. She over there talking about it might be a preview. Talking about Sheree, girl, please. But anyway, Apollo arrives. Girl, when I tell you, I don't even like light skin men, but Apollo would just be doing it for me. I ain't gonna lie. Apollo arrives. He ready to, do his walk or whatever. And the daughter there, Kaylee, I believe is her name. So Kaylee is over there and talking to Sheree, and guess who arrives in their men's warehouse suit? Tyrone. Girl, the daughter over there saying who that is. That's bad. When you've been in a relationship with this man all these years and your daughter don't even know who he is. Girl, the daughter asking who that is. The producer said that's Tyrone. She said, oh, he's short. This is a lie. Sheree, this is a lie. But Tyrone, why are you here? Needless to say, Tyrone pulls up. Oh, hey, how you doing? I just wanted to come and, say hey. Sheree goes, you don't think you owe me an apology? And he feels like, no. Pause. Let me tell you something. Why is he there? Because he wouldn't even be, he wouldn't be at my fashion show. He wouldn't even know where I am after he stood me up, especially on camera. Oh, girl, please. He wouldn't know nothing about me. It's over, Fat. It's over for you. But the fact that she gets in her confessional was like, well, I did tell his cousin when the fashion show was going to be because you wanted him there. Sheree, you wanted him there. You still wanted that little peen, or whatever the case may be. But either way, Tyrone is standing on his square. He feels like, no, because you had the TV people there and I can't be getting filmed while I'm on probation or parole or whatever the case may be. And like Sheree got in her confessional and said, you a damn lie. You knew what this was. You was all for it. You wanted to be on TV. I'm confused. And then furthermore, Tyrone, if that was the case, why are you here now? Why are you here? It was just too much contradiction for me. I don't know. Apollo tried to come over there because Sheree basically said, if you ain't gonna apologize, get out my face. I'm done. Now, Apollo tried to come over there and talk to Tyrone, but Tyrone basically told him, mind his goddamn business. This ain't none of your business. I wouldn't get in yours, don't get in mine. Apollo just walked away as you should. But basically, Apollo feels like, listen, you don't leave your woman. You just don't. Like, that girl came out there to see you. You don't leave your woman. Kaylee goes over there and say, hey, I'm Kaylee. Nice to meet you. So Kaylee meets the man who potentially could have been her doggone stepdaddy. And I'm just sitting here going, girl, this is ghetto. This is ghetto. Girl, Apollo get in the confessional and they ask Apollo, is it true that you can't get filmed while you on probation or parole? And Apollo said that's a lie because according to statute B, blah, 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 then according to X, Y, and Z, Roe versus blue, 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 you can have media. And I know that to be fact because how many people get filmed coming straight out of jail and prison? Girl, this stuff don't make no sense. Stop it. Stop it at this point. He just didn't want to be there, like Apollo said. I'm with Apollo. Apollo said he just didn't want to do it, period. For some odd reason, he didn't want to be there, and that's why he wasn't here. Period. And I think it's messed up because that girl caught an hour ride all the way that girl caught an hour drive all the way to Philly after flying all the way up to New York, and you couldn't show up. Boy, you wouldn't have no words for me. You wouldn't have no words. I'm sorry. It would be old for you. It would literally be old for you. Like, there would be nothing else that you could say. Let's move on. Marlo, mom comes to see the archive, and she's got Candy on the way. Candy's going to come meet her mama, Miss Emma. Her mama come to see the archive and try on a couple pieces and was like, oh, girl, I can't wait till I get rich. I'm going to be doing this, that, and the third. But the mom tells, Miss Emma tells Marlo that she's proud of her. She was like, Marlo, I don't think I've ever told you this, but I am super proud of you, the person you are, the person you've become. It's great, and I'm happy that you also made up with Candy. So they did the flashback of Marlo meeting up with Candy, or making up, with Candy. Marlo, this is my thing with you though. Stop doing some dirty stuff. If you really want friends and people in your life that's going to be there, then be a friend. Stop doing the dirty stuff because you getting on my nerves with that. Marlo is enjoying her mother. She loves this mother that she's getting. She loves it. She feels like, this is the mom in a relationship that I've always wanted. So now the mama brings up the fact that Marlo never comes around for Christmas. And Marlo's whole thing is, but I sent a gift. The mom was like, yeah, but that's not enough. I feel like you should come. Marlo was like, girl, well, let me take back my gifts then. If that's what all of this is about, then I'm going to just take back my gifts since you feel like me being there is more important. But Marlo ain't trying to go around that, and I don't blame him. Because I don't like the vibes through the screen. I'm sorry, I don't blame him. Now, Mama asked if she could bring her friend around. Her man, then she said her friend. And Marlo was like, no, you can't. Marlo don't like this man. This man done doggone, I guess he's not a good person. He's on drugs with the mama. She was like, he's a bad influence. Like, no, like she don't want him around. But then it makes Marlo feel away because Marlo was like, dang, like you always worried about a man. Like, why you can't just be here with us? And she was just like, that's probably why I ain't got no man. Because you always put a man first. And they got a lot of black women that are like that. Women, period. But I can't speak on no other culture. There are a lot of black women who are so male fucking centered and identified to where if they ain't got a man, they ain't got nothing. And it's always at the expense of their children and the rest of the people that they need or need them. You know what I mean? I hate that. I hate that. And the mom was like, well, I ain't gonna ask him to come. Don't worry about it. He ain't coming. But you missing it, mama. You missing it. I'm sorry. I don't think she'll ever get it. But like Marlo said, all she care about is a man. As all of this is happening, Candy walks in, and, you know, in the middle of the mayhem, she meets Miss Emma, and Candy asks Miss Emma, she was like, well, how old was Marlo when you started doing drugs? And she said about 7 or whatever. She said, but she got out there and they got a hold of her. Like, she just couldn't, you know, shake it or whatever. And that's how Marlo was in and out of doggone, you know, foster homes. Now, Candy said something that was good. Now, I know I've had my issues with my mom, but I'm with Candy on this. I know my mama is abrasive. I know my mama is disrespectful and yada, 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 whoop-de-whoop. But I am thankful to have the mother that I have. I'm with you on that. I'm sorry. That makes all the sense in the world. I'm with her on that. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. It's the day of the fashion show. It's the day of the fashion show. Sheree back there getting her doggone makeup done and tells the makeup artist that Tyrone came around there last night. And even the makeup artist made a face like, are you serious? And Sheree was like, girl, yeah, he came. So the girl was like, he's not coming tonight, is he? And look at Sheree. Oh, I hope not. I don't think he's coming. No, he should know he's not coming. You should have told him that the last night he was over there. No, you're not coming. No, I'm going to have security at the door to escort you up out of here. No. But see, Sheree wants him there. That's what I think. I'm sorry. Girl, they practicing. Did y'all see that girl fall on the runway? Girl, that's what you get for $250 a model, I guess. Moving on, Brooklyn is over there helping Kenya pick out clothes, and Brooklyn wants to wear an outfit and come down to the fashion show. But like Miss Kenya said, Brooklyn, first of all, you too small, you can't wear my clothes, and this is an event for adults. But Brooklyn ain't trying to hear. Brooklyn said, girl, let me get one of these outfits so I can get down there. Brooklyn would have been a cute +2, or +1, I'm sorry. Girl, the girls are arriving to the fashion show. Drew getting her boots sparkled. Marlo come through. She said she got the fashions coming through, and the guests start to arrive. Sheree not ready though. You know, black people, we be on CPT time. Sheree not ready. But Drew basically is over there telling the girl she hope her money went to a good place because she ain't never paid her for the party. You ain't gonna get paid. We don't want to see it. Fatum was there. All right, Fatum, go get on Drew nerves because she getting on mine at this moment. But all the girls arrived, and Candy saying that she prayed that Sheree got all her fashions because this is do or die, girl. We ain't got all this time. It's either now or never. That's just what it is. Bob was there. Go ahead on, Bob. Bob was there to support his ex-wife. Marlo gets there in her cat suit looking like Coming to America. Go ahead on around. And then Marlo tell the girls Tyrone is outside, and they like, what? Yeah, girl, and the people say he was around here yesterday. He been here for a few days, so I don't know. That's what the people is saying. And the girls are in disbelief because they like, why is he here? Like, after he did that, he should not be here like everybody else. But lo and behold, guess who comes in with his flowers from Kroger? Tyrone. And look at Marlo. There you go right there. There you go right there. Girl, this is a lot. He wouldn't have been able to come in my space. I'm sorry. But Sheree's upstairs getting ready. She on the phone. And Tyrone comes and surprises her in another men's warehouse suit with his doggone flowers. And Sheree said it looked like he got it from the grocery store. He did. You know he ain't got no money. He just got out. He broke. He comes and tells her, listen, I'm here to support you. Just wanted to, you know, give you some flowers or whatever. But he still ain't trying to apologize. He said, unless we apologize to each other, ain't no apology. Girl, kick him up out of there. What are we talking about at this point? The mama come in and was like, who is this? Don't nobody know Tyrone. Girl, the mama said, who this is? He gave her his another dozen of dollar store roses, and the mama said, oh, but that's nice. Anyway, Dwight arrives, fashion show with no fashions, how dreadful. Sheree said, if nobody had to be here, Dwight needed to be here because he was the one who gave me my shade and my light. You know, last time when I, you know, had the fashion show with no fashion. So now, baby, he need to be front and center. But Dwight was like, look, girl, I'm proud of you, girl. You know, we know what happened 14 years ago, Fat. Make sure the fashions are here. But, yeah. No, Sheree, make sure you got these outfits, and we need to see them. Anyway, Marlo still down there spilling her tea about the girls with Tyrone and all that stuff. And Kenya was like, I don't trust him. I don't either, Kenya. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Marlo said he had money then, he broke now. Send him out with the trash. I'm with Marlo on deck. He just coming around for clout and a couple of dollars, Sheree. Don't let him come down there to She by Sheree. Peter was there. Peter arrived. Go ahead on, Peter. It's an hour and a half past the time the show should have started. Everybody's wondering what the hell is going on. Now, I know people be fashionably late, but this is insane. This is really insane at this point. Candy and the girls are like, girl, how long is this going to be before the show starts? Like, what is going on? Sheree's in the back praying while everybody outside getting ready to leave, child. But I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't have left because it looked like a vibe in there, girl. It did. But Sheree said she nervous, you know, and Dwight is over there in the audience saying he about to leave because this is uncouth. This is not right. This is not okay. But, you know, Dwight ended up staying and the show started 2 hours late. This is insane, girl. But let me say something. The fashions came down the runway and they look good. Shout out to the fashions. Yeah, Sheree. I like it. Your joggers, Sheree's line gives me, I could be at the gym, but I could also be, you know, out and about. Girl, she had some good pieces. Sheree killed it. I ain't gonna lie. You had some really good pieces. Ty's over there asking, saying, I know you can't work out in this, that, and the third, but I don't think it's really, I think it's kind of a workout theme, if you ask me. Ask Sheree, I don't know. But Candy like, girl, I hope she got some pieces because I got a few I saw that I want to buy. The white boy came down the aisle and shut it down. Kenya was trying to give him her number and her cooch. That white boy don't want you, talking about how he filled out them doggone joggers. He don't want you, fat, you're too old. Anyway, Apollo comes out and kill it. And did we all not see how Candy was acting like she didn't see him? She looking around, everybody all off their feet, fawning at Apollo, even his old lady. Kenya in the back trying to close her legs, you know, because she was trying to get him when he was with Phaedra. But Candy's over there not here for it. I saw that, Candy. You still on that, girl? You done made millions of dollars off of the doggone dungeon, girl. What are we doing? Oh, Lord, you got to get over that. I'm sorry. Kenya's happy that all her pieces are there. She said all the girls are here. You know, the show was a success because this is like toward the end of it. Sheree does her walk. Girl, when I tell you, Sheree, you killed it coming down the aisle, fat. You killed it. The girls are super proud. Drew was like, you know, it was worth the wait, whatnot, 14 years. You always got something shady to say, Drew. We still trying to find out how you and your husband making the money y'all making it to have a whole team come around and do your hair and makeup every doggone day. Shut up, Drew, before I kick in that boot with the bedazzles on it. We don't want to hear that. But Sheree says, you know, I know it was 14 years, but I want people to learn from me is keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Anything can happen, even if it takes 14 years. But Sheree goes over there and talked to the girls and was like, hey, girls, how did I do? The girls are all giving her their praise, and it was deserved. Sheree, your fashion show was amazing. I am here for it. I even saw some pieces. I haven't gone on the site yet. I will. But I am here for She by Sheree. So she asked the girls to do their little walk, you know, one walk at a time or whatever. And this is where we get their outros from the season. So, girl... before that though, she tells them Tyrone came by, he wanted to talk, but it's a wrap. It better be a wrap, Sheree. Now Marlo goes up and pick up doggone Sheree. We already talked about them congratulating her. And Candy asks Sheree if Tyrone is gonna be with her. Probably. Anyway, Sanya does her walk and said the IUD is removed. She done got her an appointment down there with Dr. Jackie, and Dr. Jackie done removed her IUD. This is why I can't get an appointment with Dr. Jackie, because all the celebrities want to go to Dr. Jackie. Let the regular girls go too. Ooh. Anyway, the IUD is out, and her and Ross is ready to off to the races if you get it. Candy basically goes down the aisle, and she said her trust is not done still, but just don't leave nothing to tie. Drew goes over there and said the book is not done. That's her outro. The book not done. She still ain't read it, but she's there to support her husband. Mother, her house hadn't broke ground, and it's just like, how long does this take? Why it be taking so long in Atlanta? Are they short of contractors? I'm confused. The house ain't broke ground yet, but we need you to break ground, especially before next season, because you done did too much. Kenya in Brooklyn did a Europe tour over the summer. Shout out to Kenya in Brooklyn. And we end the season with She by Sheree is available for purchase. That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about She by Sheree, the fashion show, and this whole season, and Tyrone showing up, and you know, all the crap with everybody else. Girl, I listen. Ain't got time for it. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on TikTok, and I will see you hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.